Hi everybody, just thought I'd do a quick video. I wasn't planning on doing a video. I've been out and about this evening delivering some clothing from Stitch and Sign, which is our company that we run. Basically we do embroidery, vinyl sign writing for cars, etc, etc, like that. So I've been delivering out some clothing. I went and we've been down to the leisure centre where I teach a spin class on a Thursday night. I had about 9 miles on the range, but I've had to go here, there and everywhere to drop it off. Now, I got to about 4 miles, a battery warning light went to red, and so it was quite happily flashing away at me now, and I've actually got no miles on the range. Got probably about 3 miles to get home. So it's a bit fingers crossed, touch and go as to what's going to happen now. I've never, apart from Killington Lake where we were about a mile away when we went zero range, so it's we're in eco mode. Dropped the heating off, windows open to try and just keep the windows from misting up. Obviously I've been to the gym, it's still sort of quite warm. I've got one more drop off which is on the way. It's all gone sort of red on the miles range with the dash dash dash, battery lights flashing away at me. I'm ticking over, let's just have a look at kilowatt usage while I'm just on with this. Luckily all the traffic lights now are on red for me. +2, +3, back to 0. I'm trying to just basically, we're 30-mile-an-hour zone, so we're fine. So regenerative braking coming in now. Traffic lights are on red, they've gone to green. So we're just basically tickling the throttle with very little usage now. I'm pretty confident I'm going to get back, but you know, as always, I know when it went to 0 and we got in at Killington Lake, there was about 5% of the battery left when we plugged in on the charger. So I'm thinking 5%. You know, there's a fallback scenario somewhere there, maybe of a couple of kilowatts. Don't quite know at the minute what kilowatts, miles per kilowatt, but probably been doing about 3.6 miles per kilowatt. So if that's the case, I think we're going to get back all right. It's dark. I've got the interior light on. That's what's shining away under the side here. Just trying to get my way through all the traffic lights. They've gone red again, so let's hit regenerative braking, leaving it to the last minute. -7, -8, a little bit of braking down to -13 kilowatts back into the battery. Pretty good. So again, it's a bit fun and games, touch and go to this. I didn't expect my customers to be all over Barrow tonight, because it's the local running group sort of shirts I've been delivering. So I expected them to be all on the way home. But hey, you know, live and learn, live life dangerously, as we like to do with little Zoe. So it's due a charge obviously when we get home. We're off down to a longish trip over the weekend, so we'll get her charged up ready for that. Zoe's actually stopped flashing. She's flashing the battery light at me, but he's not actually throwing up any noises now. There's not enough battery to reach your scheduled destination. Well, I don't think I've got actually scheduled destination in there. Would you like to add a charging station en route? Well, yes. Well, the nearest one to me now, obviously, is home. 2.7 miles away, it says. So we'll add that, navigate there. So like I say, I'm very gingerly on the throttle, so not really too much of an issue at the moment. The lights again are on green. So I've got one more delivery to make, so I'm not going mad. So yeah, it's pushing the boundaries, and it's the second time when I've had it now at dash dash dash. Like I say, I wasn't planning to do this, but at the moment there's no issues with performance that I can sort of see with Zoe. But like I say, I've got it in eco. I'm just going to press that because somebody sent me a message. I've got her in eco mode, and gingerly on the throttle, no heating now on at this point, just to try and conserve the traction battery. I'm just going to give her a little bit of a boost, see how she responds. As I would expect her to pull away there in eco mode, so at the moment no power consumption lost or anything like that. Now the sensible thing would be at the moment to say, hey ho, right, okay, let's go home and deliver the other parcel in the ICE car. But seeing as it's in the car and it's literally just down the way, we're going to deliver this one. Got a little bit of a downhill on the way home, but I don't think we'll really gain much back from that. So we're just climbing. We're not too far away from home now. But it hasn't put me a destination up on the sat nav for some reason. I don't quite know what the sat nav is doing at the moment. It won't let me. Oh, cancel route. There we go. That's even better. Route cleared. For some reason it wouldn't clear last time. Go home. It's going to tell me how far. We're probably a mile away from home now.
After 300 yards, turn right.
Yeah, we're a mile away from home, but we're just going to make a slight detour to deliver the parcel. Not too much of an issue. It's a bit chilly now with the window open, so I'm just going to close that up. So we might get a little bit steamy in here. So just need to deliver the.
Turn left, then turn left.
Oh, it's trying to take us elsewhere, so I'm just going to cancel that off now because I know sort of how far away we are.
After 80 yards, turn left.
Oh,
the
please be
turn
quiet
left.
now then. That's it, she should be quieted down. Right, so I'm just going to stop this bit of video while I deliver the parcel, and I'll be back with you in a minute. See you soon. Well, back with you again after the stopping off for the parcel. Obviously getting out the car and starting her up again, we've managed to get a percentage, 3% on the battery. So every confidence now we're going to get home. Sorry about the bright light in the corner, but obviously it's dark, so at least you can, you know, see a little bit what's going on, I suppose. So yeah, pretty much I suppose like an ICE car where it has a guesstimated range, and then it's the bleeping you can hear in the background is the low battery warning again. Because I've started her up, I think it did stop for a little while, but it was just flashing away. But just under a mile to go to home now, so we'll be able to swap that and put Zoe on charge. So yeah, confident, made the deliveries I needed to make. So yeah, all good. Not had a problem. No no chance of having to come out with the Freelander and tow Zoe back to the charging point. So, all good from there. It's getting late on in the night actually, so limited performance. Now Zoe's obviously the battery warning light's still flashing now. Obviously no miles. I'm still cruising at sort of 30 mile an hour because obviously we're in a 30 mile an hour zone, but she just flashed up in the box area, you know, where you get your mileage and you know, on the right hand side, flashed up limited performance, and it's stayed in that box now. What I'll do, we're just coming down the hill a little bit. Regen is taking place, not a great deal. It doesn't down this little bit, but you know, might be every little helps at the moment. When I get to turn onto the next road, it's a little bit of a straight road, so I'll put throttle down a little bit up until the speed limit and see what performance issue is like now. Obviously we're limited performance now, so still sort of pulls away like I would expect to do on eco mode. Maybe it's restricted performance, i.e. how fast we can go in it. Obviously I'm in a 30, I can't try that, so I'm sorry on that one. Maybe I think if I was anywhere out of a speed limit I'd be really struggling for a charge point, as you well know, Cumbria is not forthcoming with their public charge points. We've got some zero carbon ones, which is mainly on hotels, but I think the nearest one of those away from us that's about 25 miles away, so there's no chance of me getting there and trying the speed. So anyway, we're just about home now, so we've taken Zoe down now onto a limited performance on the battery range. I'm not going to go any further and drive around the streets until she stops, but I hope you found the video sort of interesting to see what happens when we get down there. I have, because this is the first time I've taken it to this limit, so it's quite interesting. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to stop Zoe. Where are we? Switch her off. I'm going to lock the car, so I'm just going to get the keys. I'm going to lock the car so it shuts Zoe down, and then I'm going to unlock the car, open the driver's door, which should now give us our percentage on our battery. So we're just on the welcome screen and spinning around. 1% left on the battery. So we did about a mile. It took 2% out the battery. A little bit that was downhill, but there was no real regen at all. So I'd probably say half a mile before she actually stops, I suppose. Depends if you're on what type of terrain you're on, you know, if you're on hilly or flat. We were pretty much flat, slight hill, downhill on the way back to the house. But we used 2% of what remaining battery was left to cover just over a mile. So you sort of work that one out and say, well, 1%'s probably got half a mile before the car probably decided to not go any further. So we made it. We got everything we needed to do done tonight. So the only thing I need to do now is swap the cars over on the drive and obviously charge the car back up. But yeah, so I hope you found it interesting. Learning with Zoe, you know, the Renault Zoe EV, the electric car, even more. I suppose it's like running a car to the point where it has no fuel, so you know how it reacts. I suppose it's only the same thing. Not ideal solution, but I knew I wasn't going far. I was only in and around town, so it wouldn't have been a major issue to come out and tow the car in, I suppose. But confidence, never had a thought that I wouldn't get back. So no range anxiety there, just a little bit of curiosity. So all being well, so all good. We'll catch you on the next video, and until then, drive safe, keep them charged up. Goodbye.